the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we are here with OP Racing Grand National Series as they bring you the Digital Armchair Motorsports 175, presented by Stanley Jr. I am your host. My name is KR Stolfus, and I do have a special guest in the booth with me here tonight. This season is all about the special guests, and we are going to keep it rolling time and time again. And here tonight I have the driver of the 44, the driver who's won a few races, the driver who steals all the young ladies' hearts. That is none other than Anthony English. Anthony, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing great, Car. Pleasure to be here tonight.
Well, glad to have you. Qualifying is underway, and you have done the classic broadcaster rookie blunder of joining the session as a driver. So I have to do all this by myself right now, but you can tell us a little bit about qualifying. So as a driver, what do you try to do here in qualifying?
Oh, well, honestly, I'm trying to put down the fastest lap you can. I can take you through a lap if you want. That's completely up to you.
Well, like, what do you try to do? What are some of the major things you think of while you're out there qualifying?
Honestly, staying smooth and as steady as you can, and trying to hit your marks, especially at a place like Daytona. When you're coming out of the pits, you're trying to go through 1 and 2, you know, in your first little speed up zone there, you got to feather the throttle a little bit, you know, get the right run coming out of 2 to make sure you get maximum speed coming down the backstretch, get up to speed. So from that point on, it's really just you ride the wall a little bit, about a lane off the wall for that first lap, and then you just tuck her to the bottom for that second lap. Just try to stay as smooth as possible.
All right, well, there you have it from a driver himself, letting us know how to get it done. So, Anthony, we're got a lot of racing here tonight. 175 miles of scheduled distance right now. Sebastian Marin on pole. We have several drivers out on track trying to get in a qualifying time as we are down to the final 2 minutes here in qualifying. 5-minute qualifying session rolls by very quickly. We're going to step away for the national anthem, and we'll be back with tonight's starting lineup.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Turn 3 Racing Network as OP Racing Grand National Series is lining up here at Daytona on pit lane. Side by side, we get ready to go here for race number 6, the Digital Armchair Motorsports 175, presented by Stanley Jr. So let's get right into our starting lineup for this one. Sebastian Marin on the inside with that pole position, but a time of 50.655. Daniel Holloway on the outside. Row number 2 going to be the 19 of Zach Workman. Gabe Butler in the 88 to his outside. Row 3, Cody Nagel's in the 6. Kevin, that's your driver right there. Steve Korosek on the outside of row number 3. Hunter Reynolds and Jeff Crosby make up row number 4. And Jeff Crosby and Richard Kuhn make up row number 5. 2 drivers, 1 name. Boy, Sean McCara and Mark Mann for row number 6. Row 7 will be Josh Milam and David Booth. Row number 8 will be Zach Lima and Eric Maury. Row number 9, Joe Delavecchia or Joey D. And Vicente Guerrero in the 14. On the outside, row number 10, Zach Fritsch in the 12. And Sean Stevens in the 27. Travis Elliott, Andy Brigante for row number 11. Row 12, Nate Warren and Richard Sanchez. Row number 13 going to be made up of Peter DeBorgia and Joshua Gaithright. Dave Hunt, Anthony English, who is in the booth with me tonight, but joined as a driver, so we'll deal with that later. He will be beaten. Shane Posey and BK Anderson, Jimmy Reynolds, and Dan Harrington in row 16. Row 17, Lynn McNeese and Adam Kilday, and John Guerrero bringing up the tail end of the field here tonight. 2 drivers missing the grid. John Guerrero, one of them. Anthony English, the other. And Anthony, you're in the booth with me the first time here tonight. So tell us what's going through your mind in this green flag as you get ready to come down to that green flag.
Oh, well, I'm sad I'm kind of down there, but also excited I'm up here with you, KR. I love being down there racing, but, you know, I always wanted to do this, so excited to spend the night with you.
Well, man, I'm glad you're up here as the green flag comes out. Sebastian Marin down on the inside. Daniel Holloway in the outside lane, side by side, everyone trying to get up to speed. Very important to not miss a shift. Looks like everyone was able to get through 1 and 2 cleanly down the backstretch. 2 cars dropping down to the inside lane. They are dropping to the back quickly. That is Peter DeBorgia and Zach Fridge. They work their way through 3 and 4. Anthony, that 23, is out in front. Once he gets out in front, he is very hard to remove from the race lead.
Yeah, Seabass is really hard to beat. He's a really tough young competitor. I mean, nails the poles every week in and out. I mean, it's hard to beat him when he starts up front every week, and he's just so good.
As the race lead right now, and right behind him, that is 19 of Zach Workman. As Holloway still in the outside lane. The front row has not changed as we work lap 2 of 70. Cody Nagel's in the 6th, third car on the inside line. Kevin Nagel's chiming in on YouTube chat. If you guys are watching, make sure you say hello. Make sure you cheer often for your favorite driver and let us know who you are expecting to win here tonight. So Anthony, night like tonight, who do you think has the best shot?
Daytona night, you know, restrictor plate racing, anybody has a shot. You want me to pick a favorite? I don't know. Always looking pretty hot up there on the outside. I think I'm going to roll with him tonight.
Not a bad choice. A lot of times when he qualifies up front, he does very well. So he's got that car dialed in tonight.
Yeah, him and Gabe's got a pretty decent run going up there on the outside. I'm going to give him Seabass a little run for his money there.
One of the drivers who dropped back once the green flag rolled out, that is the 12 of Zach Fridge. He has fallen to 29th spot, working the outside lane right now. Kind of all by himself. He's got some draft that he is picking up, so he's not in no man's land. He's just out there riding around. So the 12 right now has the fastest lap of the race. We'll see how that plays out throughout the night. Everyone.
Yeah, it looks like we got a bunch of guys back there just chilling. Just doing the old Dale Jarrett, riding back, you know, and stay out of trouble if it ends up happening in front of them.
Miss Mara chiming in, cheering for the 04 of Mark Mann. Right now, Mark Mann finds himself mid-pack. Down on the bottom lane, hugging that yellow line. Anthony, do you ever suffer from claustrophobia?
Me, yeah, stick me in the closet and you can watch me freak out.
I feel like if I was the 04, that is exactly what I would be having, is claustrophobia right there. He's down on the yellow line, he's got a bunch of cars in front of him, a bunch of cars behind him, kind of smack dab in the middle of everything.
Not too bad though, KR. Just wait until they start getting 3 wide. Then he's going to really feel claustrophobic when those lanes start tightening up a little bit, when they start side drafting a little bit harder.
Is there any kind of trigger that we should look for that determines when we're going to go 3 wide?
Oh, well, I mean, honestly, with these guys, it could happen anytime. There's no rhyme or reason to some of the reasons on why they do. It's still early, so personally I wouldn't. Once we get down winding more towards stage, I think we'll see more of it developing, more hard racing, especially after the pit stops.
Outside lane getting a little bit of a run down the backstretch, but the 23 hanging very tough on the inside lane, especially through the corners as they work their way through 3 and 4. Coming up on the start of lap number 7. We do have some race info to go over here tonight, so let's take a quick look at this for our Digital Armchair Motorsports 175, presented by Stanley Jr. Smooth is fast. This is the smooth version of Daytona, not the rallycross version. And so drivers are not necessarily racing the track as hard, but you still have to keep your eyes up, Buttercup. because if you're looking down at your gauges, that's when something bad will happen, and you have got to stay on top of your race car. And yes, you still have to look at your gauges, but man, things happen fast here at Daytona, and that leads to a mistake-free race. Anything can happen at any point in time. You want to make sure you have yourself the best race possible. We will have one stage at the halfway mark, and there is one fast repair available to the drivers here tonight. So Anthony coming around on lap number 8 of 35 here in the opening stage. When do you think we'll see these guys on the pit road?
Oh man, I don't know. I didn't pay any attention to my fuel stuff when I was messing around in practice. I have no idea how far they can go. Usually you can almost do it in one stop if you save. So I'm assuming that they'll do it in one stop. So I guess that they'd be trying to stretch it out right now. Probably trying to go as far as they can to go to one stop, maybe hope for a caution to make sure it ends up being one stop.
All right, well, that's the plan right there. Steve Korosek and Gabe Butler take over the top spot. Gabe Butler in the 88, down on the bottom. Korosek in the outside lane. Side by side into turns 3 and 4. Hunter Reynolds in that Reynolds wrap 26. Second car in the outside lane.
Oh, he's always a threat. Hunter's always a threat.
Yeah, I gotta agree. If he's up front this early, this fast at 26, he's got some speed and maybe a man on a mission. You give him some clean air, it's very hard to remove from it.
That is the truth. Nice to see a little bit of racing up front, though. There's some runs going on that outside. I wonder if those tires are starting to affect that bottom lane a little bit, making that high lane get a little bit better runs. Or maybe the cars are just getting too hot on them now. They just can't push as well.
The 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. tucked in behind the 6 of Cody Nagels. Sr. has right now moved up just one spot from where he qualified. Steve Korosek up 5 positions as he is leading this race. Not a lot of drivers have worked their way forward to the front of the pack. Jimmy Reynolds up 5 spots. Dan Harrington up 4. They're down at the back end of the pack. It seems like quite a few drivers have dropped back.
I was gonna say, it looks like everybody's just trying to be cool, calm, and collected the first part of the stage until pit stops. Even the up front guys, they're not really battling hard. It's been pretty clean and respectable.
As the 15 cycles around that outside lane, losing a little bit of momentum. Right now, that's not the end of the world. You got everything you need in that outside lane. Plenty of cars, plenty of laps. Well, I'm ready to start running into green flag pit stops here. We're working lap 12, about 18 to 20 laps on a fuel run here. So before too long, we'll start seeing everyone get single file down on the bottom lane. So Mr. Anthony, how hard is it to hit pit road?
It's not too bad. Not too bad here. It's all about hitting your marks, making sure you're aware of the guy in front of you when you're, crossing down the line when you get on that front stretch there, and then just hit your braking points, getting your downshift right, don't downshift early, lock up the rear end or anything crazy, and just try to get in there smooth. Sometimes smoother is better than faster. Sometimes.
Gotta be smooth to be fast, though.
That is true. That is true.
Well, right now, Steve Korosek showing that he is the fastest. He is our race leader. Gabe Butler, Hunter Reynolds, Sebastian Marin, Cody Nagels, currently your top 5. That is going to change very quickly, though, as inside and outside lanes jockey back and forth. Our biggest mover of the race right now would have to go to Steve Korosek. He has gained 5 positions, and he is the race leader, breaking the tie of the 3 other drivers who have gained 5 spots so far. We're at 027, looking very fast. Let's see if we can get him into victory lane here tonight, but a lot of racing to go. We'll work lap 14 of 70. Kevin Nagel's chiming in. He is predicting a number 6 win, and the last time he did that, a 6-1. Well, that 6 looking very fast right now, as he is the 2nd car in the outside lane.
Yes, he is, KR. He's looking pretty stout right now. Just right behind punter, pushing that outside line. I figured they would have pushed a little bit harder to try to get maybe clear to get down on that bottom since we're getting close to pit stops, but it looks like they're kind of just chilling up there right now.
Word of the day, as this has been a very calm opening 15 laps, and as soon as I say that, we're gonna start killing everyone.
That's usually when it starts. Usually, you know, you think, oh man, it's been green flag for so long. You say something, you end up jinxing it, right?
Right? Well, the broadcaster's curse.
We just seen Hunter get clear there finally. So they got Crosby Senior on the outside pushing Cody. I wonder if they're going to try to get a push to get clear, whether they're just going to try to find a spot to fall in line. I just don't see a whole lot of hustle up there.
Do what?
I just don't see a whole lot of hustle up in that top line. I'll tell you what.
As we get closer to green flag pit stops, drivers try to cycle down to the inside lane. How hard is it on a weekly basis to get down in that inside lane and find that little spot where you can hit pit road?
Well, sometimes it depends on who you know. If you're friendly with the guy you're next to, sometimes you're lucky enough and you'll get a little spot to get in. Sometimes you gotta play hell for that spot or try to go for another one. And if you're completely unlucky, you end up being one of the guys that gotta drop way to the back and just fall in line wherever you can. And as unfortunate as it is, that does happen.
We've seen quite a few incidences from a car in the outside lane just saying, "Good luck, everybody. I turn now." So is that the equivalent of "I'm out of gas"?
That's pretty much, yeah. Just, you know, you're out of gas. You pick your last straw, trying to be patient about it and polite, and you're just going. You're just sending it at that point.
Just gonna send it. Speaking of, here they come on the pit road. Ooh, very close quarters right there on the pit lane. And everyone on the pit road cleanly. Jeff Crosby Sr., the first one to hit pit lane, and that hands the lead to the 26 of Hunter Reynolds.
I would suspect a lot of these guys will end up coming in this next lap here.
Any advantage to when you come down pit road?
Honestly, yeah. Usually if you can get down there a little bit earlier, like a lap before everybody, you get just a little bit more of an advantage when you come out and get back up to speed quicker. I don't know how or why. I mean, even if you got a good draft going, it's like just getting in that lap before everybody can get you. Oh, we got some calamity on this pit stop here. We got a bunch of guys going around Seabath.
Oh my goodness, they are spread. Oh wow. Sebastian Marin, tough break for him.
Holloway was in there. Korosek.
Yeah, Sebastian Marin, one of the leaders in tonight's race, but that incident on pit road is going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough break happening on the pits because, you know, you ain't going to get a caution, so they're probably going to end up losing the draft here.
Richard Kuhn takes over the race lead in the 47. 6 cars have not hit pit road, but those 6 are coming down pit lane right now. Vicente Guerrero, very aggressive entry on the pit road. We'll see if he got slowed down there. I think maybe he did. Never saw the brakes lock up. I never saw that car really make too much of a change once it hit pit road. Maybe just nailed that pit road entry. Hunter Reynolds, though, out on track, leading everyone who has made a pit stop as he has Gabe Butler on his back bumper. But here comes Sean McCara with a full head of steam. Here they come.
They had an amazing pit stop, Hunter and Gabe there. They hit all them marks they needed to when they got from pits.
They're going to very easily make their way around the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Vicente is just now blending onto the backstretch. John McCarron takes over the race lead. Sebastian Marin, with all of his issues, had to serve a penalty. So too did Jeff Crosby Sr. Now Sr. going to go a lap down. Sebastian Marin already 1 lap down. So
KR looks like that's spread out the field quite a bit.
yeah, green flag pit stops will spread this field out. And once it's spread out, it can close back in.
A little 3 wide action up front for the lead now.
Most especially closing in when we have the caution for the stage at the completion of lap 35.
Yes, sir. They're racing hard after this pit stop. We got some 3 wide action going up there with Hunter, Sean McCarron, and Zach Fritsch. Yeah, they're doing some battling.
Yeah, and they're getting after it right now. Well,
Yeah,
up
like,
into the 3rd lane.
It looks like Niegels and Travis got a little contact there, got them a little wiggly.
That Fritsch going to drop into the 2nd lane there. And just like that, we'll go back to 2-wide racing. New fast lap of the race, turned by Steve Korosek in the 027, 46.41 for his lap time as he is tucked in behind the 82 of Dan Harrington. I think that's not the fastest lap of the race we're going to see, but that is still a very quick lap time, 46.41. He's going to give a little bump to the 82. They work their way through the trioval. Peter DeBorgia in the 40, our race leader. Hunter Reynolds on the outside. Anthony, this is kind of the crunch time for the stage. What kind of moves are you thinking about making?
Oh, it depends on where you're at. I mean, if you're up front, you're trying to stay there. If you're back where like Sean Stevens is, he's run 19 to the back of this pack, so it looks like it's just going to be a 19-car race for the stage at the moment unless something happens. You got to just start making some moves. Pick your time, pick your lap that you decide to attack, and just start making moves. Looks like Vincent got a little bit loose there, almost lost it. He saved it though. Spread him out in the back a little bit there.
Thought I just saw a fast lap time. I'm gonna have to look at that for just a second. Yeah, 46.33 being turned by several drivers. Not sure which one got credited with the fastest lap time, but they have gone faster.
I'm sure it won't be the first time that we predicted that tonight, KR. They're going to get some hard runs going. There's this little bit of the breakup of the second pack that we have now. They get together, get tucked together on that bottom line, get a good run going. I bet you we'll see them break that again.
All right, making a move to the outside. That's the 51 of Travis Elliott. We're working lap 25 of 70. This race has been green as Zach Fritsch into the wall. Trouble down the back stretch. Yellow flag
Crosby.
going to come out.
Crosby, Elliott. Oh, a lot of big names in that. Lima, Nagel.
It looked like it started when Zach Fritsch brushed the wall in the 12.
Yeah, it looked
And
like he
then-
might have just came down on Peter a little bit after brushing the wall. I'll have to look at the replay.
All right, here we go. We're going to check the replay here. The 12. Well, it looks like maybe they're already crashing. Let me back this up just a little bit further. I might have gone too far. All right, here we go. All right, they're making their way through turns 1 and 2. Sean McCarron in the 51. Working the outside. I'm sorry, Travis Elliott in the 51. Sean McCarron in the 71. 40, 51, and 12 all getting together, making this contact here.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, you see Zach Fritsch, he takes a little bit of the wall there and comes down. You don't actually see him and Peter touch though. There looks like a little bit of gap. Might be a little bit of netcode.
Very possible. We're going to look on board with the 9 of Nate Warren. See the 51 just to the outside. Looks like the 12 maybe brushes the 40 and just enough to create the chaos that is going to bring out our first caution of the night.
It's just enough to get them all out of shape there. That's unfortunate for a lot of those guys up front there. There are a lot of good racers. Peter, Travis, Zach.
And take one last look at this as the drivers are coming down pit road. Yeah, it looks like the 12 just brushes the wall, and that's really kind of what triggers everything that's happening.
Yeah, it's just a domino effect. I mean, whether it was netcode or whether he did touch the rear bumper, Peter a little bit. I mean, once he touches Peter, it just, you know, just moves him up in Travis, and it's just a domino effect. You just start spinning cars. It's hard. There's not much you can do in a situation like that, KR.
No, it's really just hold on to it and hope you're not involved too much.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so several drivers came down pit road to top off their fuel tanks, but Nate Warren did not.
No, it looks like he stayed out. He is our current leader right now.
He has elected to stay out. He is our race leader. Josh Milam, Steve Korosek, Dan Harrington, Richard Kuhn. Your top 5 right now.
Oh, I think we're about to see some heavy racing now, KR. What do you think? By the time they go green, you're going to have about 6 laps before stage, so I think it's going to get pretty hot and heavy here directly.
Hot and heavy, you say?
Oh, that's one way to put it. I mean, they're going to be going for it. I mean, it's definitely crunch time now. I mean, if you're looking for stage points and you want to get up in there, 6 laps. I mean, you can do a lot of 6 laps, but I think this is when we're going to see a lot of that 3 wide coming into action and really see it spice up.
Well, lights have gone out on the safety vehicle. Closing in to the end of our opening stage. Want to make sure I thank everybody who's joined us on YouTube here tonight. If you haven't done so yet, let us know you're here. Say hello. Hit that thumbs up for the show that the drivers are putting on for you. And let us know who you think is going to win here tonight, whether it's your favorite driver or not. Anthony English, my favorite driver, is not going to win tonight. So there's that.
Who's your favorite driver, KR?
Well, it's not you tonight.
Well, I mean, or
I really don't have a favorite driver. If I'm going to be honest here. Quite a few of you guys impress me week in and week out. And I never really know who's going to show up and put in just that stellar performance. It's hard to pick.
It really is. There's a lot of great racers in this league. I mean, night in, night out, whether it's Wednesday, Monday, or Saturday. I mean, you're running with a lot of the best people in strictly racing here. So,
All right, here we go. Green flag back out. Lap 29 of 35 for the opening stage. Josh Milam, Nate Warren, side by side. They head off into turn number 1. Josh Milam, wily veteran. Nate Warren, a young gun out here. Milam's not old himself, but been around this league for a while. Been racing in this league for a while. Kind of knows what to expect throughout these final few laps as Nate Warren drops down to the inside. Now Steve Korosek in the outside lane with Eric Laurie, Wednesday night champion himself, the 071 up in the front.
yeah, all I know is if Josh starts pushing Nate, he better hold on to his butt because Josh is probably one of the best pushers in the league. He gets behind on your back bumper, he can almost take you anywhere. But it looks like he actually ended up taking the high line, and him and Korosek are not going to clear, and the high line taken off.
The high side prevailing as we're working lap 30. Down the back stretch, Lynn McNeese drops down to the inside line. And once out of this battle,
Here comes that third lane KR. You got Hunter and Travis up there making their move. Wonder if anybody will join them. I need a couple more cars up there to make that work when they get up to the lead. At least one more.
well, looks like Jeff Crosby Jr. thought about it.
Yeah, he thought about it.
Drop back down. Still two
Oh,
wide,
let him go,
or two
though.
cars
I mean-
in that third lane, and they are making it work.
They are, but they'll hit that little bit of that wall like they just did once they get to that lead area, or they'll meet that third car to help them break that plane a little bit more. I think if they had a third plane, Hunter and Travis could have probably, at least Hunter could have probably cleared, but maybe even Travis. I mean, they had one heck of a run going.
Yeah, they had a great run. They gained quite a few spots, but now they're starting to fall back just a little bit. Travis Elliott in the 51, not able to get solidly locked up to that back bumper.
He also might be cooling his car a little bit too, KR. He might got really hot there pushing those two laps because he was connected with Hunter pretty well.
Yeah, I had to back off. I was getting ready to say that. And not only that, but sometimes you still have to keep in mind your separation from the inside lanes as well. Is we got another car down on the inside lane. I think that's
I think that's
6 of Cody Nagels.
It looks like he's dropping the back. He might not see something that he likes happening up there, so he's trying to play the safe game.
Eric Laurie in the 071 has made the move.
Got a little contact. We got a couple cars spinning. Oh, there's
Yellow
yellow.
flag has come out. Getting ready to show our point standings as they came into tonight's race. Mark Mann, Jeff Crosby Jr., Daniel Holloway, Zach Workman, and Travis Elliott all have wins this season. If they hit the minimum race requirements, they will be locked in. Our biggest movers or biggest point gainers the last few races, Mark Mann, Daniel Holloway, and Jeff Crosby Jr. And our stage winners, more of the same, Peter DeBorgia, Mark Mann, Vicente Guerrero, and Hunter Reynolds. And it looks like Josh Milam may be going to be adding his name to this stage win here.
Yeah, it looks like he was leading just in time when that caution came up there.
Not 100% sure if that's the stage just yet, but find out here pretty quick. The 7 going to come down pit road. I would say if everyone comes down pit road, that is officially the stage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a stage. Stage 35, they were within 5 laps. That's their normal rules, so I wouldn't be surprised them all pit.
All right, well, there you have it. And they're all coming down pit road.
Yeah, here they come, KR.
The 7 on the pit lane, bringing the field with him, is our stage winner here in the Dam 175. Quick pit stop. He is down and away. Now, Anthony, how do you feel about taking on this interview?
I'll give it a shot.
All right, here we go. Dropping you into the fire. Anthony English, take it away.
We're here with Josh Milam, winner stage 1. How's it going, Josh?
It's going pretty good. Anthony, how are you, man?
Oh, doing pretty good, man. So you came out with that stage win there. How you feeling? Were you hoping for that caution? Were you just, what was your thoughts there?
I wasn't banking on the caution there. I was just reading the lanes and trying to stay on top of the momentum there. And I got lucky with the caution, and I just happened to be able to stay out in front there when it come out and get the stage win.
Hey, sometimes that's all it takes. A little bit of luck and be in the right place at the right time, right?
Yes, sir. That's what we hope for.
Well, you're looking pretty stout. You've been up front most of the race. Started up front right there. Got right back up front. And what do you got to do to finish out this race to win it now?
It's going to be a fuel game for sure here. Like to be up front when I enter the next set of pits if we go green for sure. So I'm going to try to keep up here. But that's the goal. Just stay up front, stay with the lead group, the fastest guys. Get in and out of pits as fast as I can.
Sure. Well, we hope to see you in victory lane later, and good luck to you and in the rest of the race. Have any shout outs or anything you want to say?
Shout out to Nate Warren there for the pushes. He's doing a heck of a job there. Shout out to you guys at the booth and all the folks out there watching us. I hope to see you guys at the end of the race.
Awesome. Well, we hope to talk to you. You have a great race, and good luck out there.
Thanks, man.
Josh, real quick, what channel are you?
Just random one by myself.
All by yourself?
All by myself tonight.
All right. Well, he's all by himself again.
Oh, it must be lonely in there.
Yeah,
That's
he
odd for
doesn't seem to mind.
Josh. Usually he doesn't ride by himself.
Pretty sure he was with a group, but if he was all by himself, then all by himself. Just couldn't remember what group he came from.
yeah, I don't know where he pulled them from.
It's hard sometimes to keep track of everything.
Oh, I can imagine. You do a great job at it, though.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask him, where'd I pull you from?
Well, looks like we had a few actually stay out in track position here. Didn't decide to top off, like top 8. I would have honestly topped off there. Took that extra fuel for this last stage.
Josh Milam, Steve Korosek, your row 1 leaders, bringing us back to the green flag. And it's Travis Elliott and Dave Hunt, Zach Workman and Nate Warren. Here we go, pace car down and away. Green flag is out. We are back underway here in the Digital Armchair Motorsports 175, presented by Stanley Jr. They get up to speed very quickly, efficiently, smoothly. How easy is it to miss a shift?
Honestly, it's not that easy. I mean, it depends on whether you run an H pattern shift or sequential. A lot of guys run different things, so a lot of different variables go into it. But if you're paying attention, watching what you're doing, and nothing crazy happens around you, usually it's not that big of a deal.
Well, it's not that big of a deal.
Until it is. I have more of a problem car where, you'll be saving fuel and I'll end up shifting down to second gear right before you end up going green, forgetting out of some fourth gear.
Oops. All right, so Steve Korosek, Dave Hunt, Josh Milam, Travis Elliott, Nate Warren, all right there. take a look at some of the drivers at the back of the field. Sebastian Marin in the 23 has gotten back on the lead lap, but he is well behind the rest of the field. Cody Nagel's just ahead of him, and then the 77 of David Booth. Booth in 25th, Nagel's 26th, Sebastian Marin 27th. Joey D looks like right now he is multiple laps down. He has gone behind the wall, has been there for a while. That leaves the only car 1 lap down of Peter DeBorgia in the 40. We're on the board with Steve Korosek. DeBorgia has some work to do. He has been he is the highest points earner of anyone who has not won a race. He's been having a great season, but right now finding himself not on the lead lap, not with a race win, and doing all he can to try and fix all of that in this race.
Well, the bonus to him right now is at least he's the only lap car down. So as long as he minds his P's and Q's, just keeps it clean, don't get an instant, no 0Xs are not going to win an instant happens or whatnot. You know, he'll be able to get that back pretty easily. He just gotta stay calm and cool and just wait for it to happen, because I believe it's going to happen. They're going to get some hard racing going on here in a little bit, and I believe he'll get the caution that he needs to get that lap back.
I think so too. The caution flag has a way of coming out in these things.
Yes, they do, KR. In one way or another, right?
One way or another. The 7 of Josh Milam is our race leader, Steve Korosek. Right behind him, then Travis Elliott in the 51. Good to see the 51 up there after that kerfuffle that brought out our first caution of the night. The 53 was involved. I think Nate Warren got a piece of it as well. A lot of cars got involved, and they burned their fast repair to get back out there. Anthony, what's kind of the strategy on how to do the fast repair, when to use it and whatnot?
Oh man, you want me to be honest? It all depends on the race and the situation. For me, example, I'll give you a quick example. If it's early in the season, I'm not pushing the issue. I'm trying to go for finishes, so I'm trying to save the fast repairs. So you're trying to not use it unless you don't have to. And if you end up in a situation like these guys where you end up using it so early, like before that first stage ends, you know, I end up being a little bit more easy going the rest of the race until the end, just trying to make sure I save that last car to get to the end. Because as much as those stage points are pivotal to a lot of the points battles in the actual point standings, finishing the races is by far still the biggest part of your points battle. I mean, getting the top 10s, being as consecutive as you can be, it can get you there without stage points. It's tough, but it can. But yeah, so it's, you want to try to save them. I mean, you don't want to burn through it quick. If you do, I just try to chill, you know. Yeah, you got to finish. You can't win if you don't finish.
Yeah, one of my things I've always said is make sure you're on the lead lap when that white flag falls.
Yeah, it helps. You can't do nothing from the lap down.
No,
like right now, you're just stranded like Peter. You're just kind of just riding now. You're kind of at the mercy of the whole field.
Speaking of at the mercy of the whole field, like you said, he is the only car 1 lap down, so that's a good sign for him. But he was smack dab in the middle of several cars, and all it takes is 1 0X when that caution flag comes out, and you're nice ruined. Or
yeah,
at least you're getting back on the lead lap is ruined.
Yeah, he's a little in that danger zone, isn't he? I'd probably play it a little bit more safer. I mean, sometimes I go do this stuff too, just to run up and run back because I'm bored. But I would probably play it a little bit safer if I was him, you know, because like you said, you're in that danger zone. You're in that spot to where one little 0X, even a brush of the wall, it takes that lucky dog away from you.
Korosek, your race leader in the 027. Josh Milam in the 7 on his outside. Zach Workman in the 19, the 51 of Travis Elliott. Then the 83 of Shane Posey. Haven't talked a whole lot about the 83 yet here tonight, but he has worked his way forward up 24 spots from where he qualified, making him our biggest mover right now. So that 83 has been a man on the mission, and boy, has he had a quiet race. Sometimes you gotta watch out for these guys who are quiet.
Yeah, I didn't even really notice him up there until he said something. But yeah, he's sitting there fifth on the bottom. He's stuck himself up there one way or another, either through pissed off strategy or slicing and dicing when we weren't paying attention.
Either way, he's made some big moves and finding himself up to the front.
That's what you got to do here, KR. Is I think it's kind of pivotal at Daytona like this. It is a little bit more of a track position track than Dega. I mean, it's not that you can't make the runs and make the moves to get the spots that you need, but trying to set yourself up in a better spot, a higher spot for those pits. So when you come out, you're still in a higher spot, so you have a better position to attack later is still pretty pivotal here.
We have gotten down in the nitty-gritty, 26 laps to go. Last time these guys were on pit road was lap 33. We are working lap 45. So, green flag pit stops are in their future. And it's going to be close to making on one more stop from here. What do you think, Anthony? Can they do it, or is it going to have to be a two-stop race?
I don't know. This is going to be really close. I mean, that's actually going to be phenomenally close. I'd say it's a two-stop race at the moment, especially for the guys leading. Guys in the back might have a little bit better of a chance trying to stretch that out to make it a one-stop race. But if you're up here racing hard the whole time, especially both fuel runs, you might have to make a second stop.
That's going to be close. Eric Rory came back down and topped off. I don't know if he can stretch it far enough, but he might be someone to watch, as we do have one peeling off for pit road. That is Richard Sanchez. And he has hit pit lane. It'll be interesting to see how they work this out.
Yeah, I do believe Richard Sanchez is one of the wave around cars, so I think he got his lap back on that wave around. So he's probably short on fuel from staying out for that stage. So that might actually put Peter in a little bit of a position when they catch him, because it's going to probably put him a lap down again for a little bit.
All right, side by side, 027 battling with the 7. Josh Milam, our stage winner. And he's been running up front ever since then. Now he drops down to the inside. Travis Elliott in the 51 takes over the race, the lane lead, and the race lead there.
Yeah, he's still doing what he told us in his interview, sticking her up front and trying to keep her there and doing a damn good job at it. He's got Travis up there fighting him hard for it every lap. Looks like Hunt's been pretty solid on pushing him hard here to try to get him clear.
And Dave Hunt in the 53, up 23 positions from where he qualified. Been sniffing around at that front and almost followed the 51 down into the 19, but Travis Elliott in the 51 dropped down to the inside. We got 22 laps to go. Looking like maybe we're trying to get to the inside lane here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys are finally starting to notice their fuel and seeing what's going on and trying to, strategize for a little bit more of the end game. Maybe Travis wants to save a little bit of fuel and just tuck down in there and try to do what he could to do that too. Being so tight, you'd think they'd be saving a little bit more as much as they could. But then again, if a caution comes out, it doesn't even matter.
Right? It'll go out the window because everyone will come down pit road, and if it's here within the next few laps, they're going to have to make another pit stop. All right, so side by side, they have been battling. Check back on a few cars further in the back, the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. I wonder if Jimmy knows the Jaguars and the Chiefs.
Oh, he knows. If there's anybody that knows the Jaguars won that game, shit.
I wonder, should I, like, I don't know. I'm over here in Chiefs territory, and they've had a few games where it's like, man, what are you guys doing? They very well could end up beating the Chiefs, so I kind of want to rub it in his nose, but I'm not sure I should yet. Or
Yeah,
even
you
get the
know.
chance.
You know what they say, KR? Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
I mean, we've seen some wild stuff, especially this season with wild comebacks and stuff. So, I mean, anything can happen for them team. I'm an Eagles fan, so we play the Giants next week. So
It's gonna be a good one. Giants and Eagles. I think the Eagles had an outstanding run either way.
no, we've had a good run. I'll be happy no matter what ends up happening. I think we got a good shot at winning Saturday night. But, you know, just like I said earlier with the Jaguars and the Chiefs comment, you know, any given Sunday, anything can happen, man.
Absolutely. All right. Right now we have a new car, one lap down. That is Zachary Lima. He joins Richard Sanchez and Peter DeBorgia. So DeBorgia last on pit road on lap 33, along with the rest of the field. So he is going to try and ride this out as long as he can.
Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing cars hit pit road anytime.
Do what?
I think we're going to start seeing cars hit pit road anytime.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The fuel window is about to open up, and it wasn't as controversial as I thought it would be. They're all going to make it to within the fuel window, so that's cool. They have been packed up pretty nice the whole time. And our field is all running together. Everyone in your screen right there is everyone that's on the track. So the
Yeah, we're
lead
still
lap
one
cars
big
are mixed
pack.
in nicely.
Yeah, we're still one big pack. The couple cars that were straggling out there, they picked up, so looks like we got green flag pit stops happening now for some of the guys coming down.
On the pit road they come from
On
the
the
race
pretty
lead. The 7 and the 027 hit pit road. That gives the lead to the 27 of Sean Stevens. Right behind him is the first car one lap down. That is Zach Lima. Then the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Those two would love to see something happen here as they get on and off of pit road, or as other drivers get on and off pit road, I should say, so that they can get a lap back.
Yeah, any of those guys that are lapped down, I wouldn't be surprised if they, oh, we got a little, looks like Sean Stevens might run out of fuel. He's really slow on the backstretch, checked up that whole pack. I think Sean
Talking
Stevens
about
is out
cutting
of
it
fuel.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one that does not show any fire coming out of the exhaust pipes. Peter DeBorgia sideways on the pit lane. Looked like he and Shane Posey may be making contact, getting onto pit road.
Yeah, they definitely had a little bit of minor contact there.
Take a look at this. It's 83 and the 40. They were up at the front. We were focusing on Sean Stevens, but the 83 locks it up and hip checks the 40, and around they go. With 16 laps to go, Mark Mann comes off of pit road with the race lead. He is going to quickly be swallowed up by the drivers who have already made their pit stop. They're going to flash right on by.
Yeah, that Sean Stevens, they're running out of fuel checking up that pack, kind of costing guys quite a bit of time there, and it's hard. If you're not perfect when you're going through that next lap after they pitted and get out, it's going to be hard to get out there with them. So they're going to have to do a little bit of fighting here to get them back up to that lead pack so they can race for this win.
All right, now down to 15 laps to go, and look at that, the 12 of Zach Fritsch out in front. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33, pushing on him. The 7 of Josh Milam, our stage winner, leading the charge on the inside line. This has been a heck of a race here tonight. Been a very fast pace. The 7, the 12, now battling it out. And Anthony, this has been a hard one for Peter DeBorgia, and well, basically for DeBorgia, he's been a lap down for quite a while.
Yeah, it is, and it gets frustrating out there. I mean, especially when he was in the position he was in the perfect spot, just waiting for it to happen, and then when it doesn't, then you end up having to finally battle for that spot. It just makes it frustrating. So he's probably a little bit frustrated right now, especially having that little bit of incident with Posey. He's even more frustrated right now. So he's probably trying to, you know, collect his bearings, refocus what he needs to do, and try to get back to, oh, and we have a yellow.
Caution flag is out. We got one car around. That is Adam Kilday in the 229. Not sure what happened to him, but he has gone around. Let's see if we can figure this one out. 229 and the 47 make contact.
Oh, yeah.
77 of David Booth goes around. Or got
It's funny,
sideways, was able to gather it up.
Yeah, it's funny, we were literally talking about Peter, and it looks like he was just going slow on that outside line, letting him go by, and they just couldn't get by him cleanly. And yeah, it's like a couple cars there.
Contact made. It looks like the 40 of Peter DeBorgia maybe going to get the free pass. All right, well, we'll wait and see. And I think he was clear of anything. No contact made from the 40.
Yeah, I think so too. He was the highest one up there, and yeah, he was right in front of that accident, but didn't look like nothing touched him, so he should probably get our free pass.
Zach Fritsch down on the bottom. This caution flag, I think, is going to solidify everyone being able to make it to the end of this race, even with an attempt at a green-white checkered.
Yeah, I don't see very many people pit at all. We probably have a lot of the back half pit here just to top off and be safe, get some 4 freshies, but yeah, not a lot of takers really. I honestly figured to see more people on pit road there.
Yeah, I think we're going to see these guys make it to the
Peter
end.
did get our free pass. Peter's going around now, so he did get the way around. So Peter will be back on the lead lap. So his night is now not as frustrating. It's gotten a little bit better. That's what he needed, though.
Yeah, he needed that free pass to get back on the lead lap. He's made his pit stop. He'll be out there, and now you get to work your way forward.
Yeah, that caution actually helped quite a few people, especially Cody Neagles. I don't know if you noticed, but he actually lost the lead pack now after all those pit stops. So he was out there all by himself, probably going to end up getting swallowed up and going a lap down himself, but that caution ended up saving him.
All right, so Zach Fritsch is our race leader. Josh Milam, Jeff Crosby Jr. rounding out your top 3. I think the lights will go out on the pace car this time around. We'll get the green flag with 10 laps to go.
Oh yeah, get your popcorn ready, sit back, enjoy the show, because it's about to probably get pretty wild.
I like it.
I think they've been minding their P's and Q's, have been pretty calm all night, to where I think we're about to see it get a little hectic and exciting.
Exciting. I like it. So lights have gone out. The field formed up side by side. The 7 of Josh Milam, 12 of Zach Fritch, on row number 1. It's Jeff Crosby and Steve Korosek, Zach Workman, and Daniel Holloway. Holloway was your pick. Here he is,
Yes,
starting to show back up.
Oh yeah, he's regained some of those positions he's lost earlier, which is what he needed to do. Now he's in a good prime spot to try to contend for the win here. Who'd you pick, KR?
I didn't.
Oh, see how it is.
I have learned my lesson many a time. Don't pick.
Well, I picked Dan. Win or lose, hopefully he's not mad at me.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll find out.
I got faith in him.
All right, here we go. Pace car gonna head off on the pit road. 10 laps to go when the green flag comes out. Pace car down and away. Josh Milam, Zach Fritch, side by side for the restart. Green flag is out. 10 laps to go here in the Digital Armchair Motorsports 175. It's anyone's guess as to what happens next.
We're definitely staying a lot tighter here, KR. I assume we're going to see a lot of 3 wide popping out here, probably within lap 2 once they get up to speed.
Front row remains side by side, but they are starting to shake it up just a little bit behind there. The outside lane, the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Trying to use that third lane. He's got Sebastian Marin in the 23 right there with him. Sebastian Marin had that mistake on pit road.
We see that was a mistake. Oh, we got a little lane swapping happening up here, KR. Hunter got close to the front with that run they had going. Grosek popped up, and then Milan popped up. Oh, we got some touching. Oh, they're wrecking, they're wrecking.
Big crash.
Big wreck.
Lots of race cars involved in that one.
Oh, that's a mess, KR.
That's a mess that someone's going to have to clean up. Not me.
Yeah, not me.
Not me.
Way above my pay grade.
Actually, it looks like quite a few of them were able to pull away under their own power. Let's see if we can catch what happened here. The 12 of Zach Fritch. It's the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Looked like Holloway had a wiggle. Let's try and back that up a little bit further. Holloway starts coming down.
Yeah, it does. Looks
Not
like
quite sure why he was coming down, whether he had contact or what. Yeah, it got real close up to Hunter Reynolds, and
it almost looks like he just, like the car just wanted to step out a little bit when he entered that corner, and it ran him a little high, and when he just turned down, it just turned down too much, or it overcorrected.
all right, so caution flag coming out once again. And with that being said, we're going to step away for a quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be back to bring you tonight's finish to the damn 175.
racing. You wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Lights are out on the pace car. Gonna get the green flag with 5 laps to go. Jeff Crosby Jr., Josh Milam for the front row. Look out, Cody Nagels in the 6, inside the top 15. He's got a shot at winning this thing. Can Kevin Nagels make the right call? Can Anthony English, in his first broadcast event on a Wednesday night, make the right call and his driver come away with the race win? I don't know what's going to happen. Neither does anyone else, but we got 5 laps to figure it out, Anthony.
Yeah, I don't think Daniel's going to do too much. I think he's back here with a damaged car, so I do believe my pick is out.
Yeah, he's kind of missing some body work, though.
Yeah, there's some pivotal pieces, you know. Nose or deck lid.
Nose, deck lid, it's fine. You know what? He's still on the lead lap. He's got a shot.
Anything is possible sometimes, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Either way, we're down to 4 laps to go. The 33 pulls out to a clear advantage, but that won't be that way for very long. The 7 of Josh Milam, the 47 of Richard Kuhn. Those guys are leading their respective lanes. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds pushing on the 47 as the 7 of Milam washes up a little bit. And the yellow flag comes out. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17. Oh no, the Chiefs wrecked the Jaguars. I mean, the 17 has crashed. What? What happened there?
It looks like it starts with Sean McCara.
What a scrub.
Oh no, actually no. I just seen Sean wrecking.
All right, let's take a look here. Oh man, the 71 and the 17 both hard into that outside wall. That one was a little too close for comfort. Let's see if we can back that up a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks like this actually...
I backed it up a bit too far. That's all right. Well, this gives me time to set cameras. Oh, well, there they go, smacking the wall. Still missed it.
It just looked like Posey might have got a little bit into Kuhn and it sent Kuhn to the outside wall. And then McCara and the rest of them behind him were just casually.
Yeah. Man, it happened quick, too. 2 cars heavily damaged right there. I mean, they smacked that wall a ton.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate circumstance to happen right there that late in the race. Especially when, I mean, you're kind of just in the back. You're not really up there racing for the win, so it's just a bummer for those guys.
All right, well, we are going to go into our first attempt at a green-white checkered.
How do you think they're going to take tonight, KR?
Well, they only get 2.
You think they're going to do it in the first one, or are they going to use both?
Man, I think this one was going to... How much
put
money
you in a
we
tight
betting?
spot? Oh, put money on it. $5.
$5?
Whichever one you pick, I'll take the other.
Who's paying the $5? Ooh.
Well, me, you wouldn't. You do. I do. If I win,
we'll
you
make
do.
Zach Fritch pay us $5 either way.
Yeah.
All right. They're gonna get it done in one. So that means you have two. So whoever wins Zach Fritch, you owe that person $5.
And it is possible because anything can happen, especially on these restarts.
Right? And if Zach Fritch wins, he owes us both 25.
Oh, I like this.
Right, but he's on pit road, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I think he was on his last car. So.
Yeah, he did. That's all right. We'll just make him pay us $25 anyway. I'm sure we can do it. He's that big time streamer. He's got all that streamer money. Oh, Zach. I enjoy making fun of you. I enjoy making fun of everybody out here, including myself. Just so we're clear.
Oh, you gotta have a little fun with it. We all poke a little fun at everybody here and
Right?
there.
I'm pretty sure that there's no one here that I haven't made fun of at all, ever. Maybe the only person I can think that I maybe haven't made fun of is John Guerrera, but he didn't even start the race because he got lost on pit lane. Oh, done. Got them all. All right, here we go. Lights are out. First attempt at a green-white checkered. If I get it right, Zach Fritch owes me $5. If I get it wrong, Zach Fritch owes Anthony English $5. Very easy to spend other people's money.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Jeff Crosby and Zach Workman on the front row. Workman looks like he's got a little bit of damage. So too does the 33 of Crosby. This has been a bit of a rough final few laps for our field. But
Yeah,
I don't
both
think
of
the
those guys
damage
were in
that
that
they
wreck.
have is anything more than maybe just a rough bump draft. And
Now, the stuff they have is from earlier. I think they made it through that accident. They just have damage from the previous accident earlier. But they seem to be up to speed okay.
Sometimes you get a little bit of damage and it slows you down. Other times you get a little bit of damage and you never even know you have it. That's iRacing for you. Oh, by the way, the UI is going to be disabled this weekend. Or I'm sorry, the website's going to be disabled this weekend because iRacing. So here we go, 2 laps to go. I said what I said. Even I messed it up. All right, 2 laps to go. The 33 gets a huge jump. Zach Workman still looking for some help in that outside lane. Josh Milam in the 7 pushing hard on the 33. He's looking for that opening. When is the 7 going to make a move? You know it's coming. He just has to clear the 19. Right now he's got him cleared. Do what?
I think if he's got a shot, he's gonna have to figure something out. Cause that top line's not going nowhere. I think
no
Vincent
one's
Guerrero
going
is too
anywhere. So
damaged.
now the 7 has to push the 33 to the white flag, and Zach Fritch owes me $5. We're not doing another broadcast till I get it. Oh, they're dead behind them. Holy cow, only 10 cars able to continue.
Big wreck. Peter's still going strong though. Still looks like Crosby out front with Milan. Milan behind him. Like Hunter and Travis starting the second line.
Ooh.
Trying to get a run here.
Down the back stretch, here comes the 51 of Travis Elliott. Side by side into turns 3 and 4. Who is gonna make the move to seal the deal as they make their way off of turn number 4? The 7 of Josh Milam has been committed to the 33 this whole time. He is on that back bumper, and the 33 Jeff Crosby Jr. wins the race with Travis Elliott second and Josh Milam coming home a respectable third place as he pushed hard on the back bumper of the 33.
Oh, they were pushing hard too. Josh was pushing hard. Hunter was pushing hard. So that was a well fought win for Crosby. Good pushing on Josh's half.
So the white flag lap, we saw a lot of cars die. Take a look and see what happened. They get the white flag here. And as they got the white flag, it all goes apart. Oh, the 15 got stuck in the wall. Oof. Good thing that's a simulator. Because you stop like that, you oofta. Take another look here. Several cars involved.
It kind of looks like it starts with Andy Bricante. Like he kind of just comes down enough to touch Rick Sanchez. And it kind of just starts from there. A lot of good names tore up in that one.
That there was, but Crosby ends up winning the race in the 33. So Anthony, I'm going to throw you under the bus one more time. You ready?
Sure. Do it.
Do what?
Let's do it.
All right. Anthony, you caught up with our race winner, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr.
Jeff Crosby, amazing race tonight. Congratulations on the win, first and foremost.
Thanks, man. I can't believe I got 2 wins this season already. Definitely early on. It was a fun race. Josh gave me a push there at the end, and I think there was a lot of damaged cars there too. So it just worked out. I'm glad to be a 2-time winner.
It must be nice after I do believe you ended up going all last season with no wins. So being able to pull 2 out early in the season has to be a big weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, huge weight off the shoulders. Yeah, it was October 2021 last time I won before 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and to have 2, that's just really crazy. Definitely, Wednesday nights have been really good with me. Obviously, I haven't got a Monday night win, but 4 wins total career-wise for Wednesday nights. We'll take it. I know these guys are really competitive, and I think most of these guys race on Mondays too. So it definitely feels good to just win, and especially do it with turn 3 and KR and you up in the booth. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, well, you did an awesome job tonight. You were in the right place, the right time. Got that win. That solidifies you into the playoffs and everything now. So what's your take on the rest of the season? You just gonna go balls to the wall, or?
And just definitely just try to get the best finish possible each race. Take each lap as it comes. Definitely going to help some people that need some help, especially with the people that we run with every week. I mean, if the win's there, we're definitely going to take it, win as much as possible.
That's awesome. We congratulate you again on your second win of the season here tonight. You did an awesome job. Any thank yous, shout outs, I love yous, or anything you'd like to put out?
Yeah, definitely. Again, thank you guys for broadcasting on turn 3, KR, and you. I'm sure it was really fun to watch. Definitely not a lot of movement. I feel like tonight these cars were really loose. I'm gonna give a shout out to Alyssa. She's in bed right now, but I'm sure I gotta wake her up and tell her that one. Anybody that's still watching, I can't remember what team we were in tonight, Discord, but definitely I'm gonna shout out to Sean, both Fritch Workman, Senior Dad, and Nate Warren, and who else was in there? I think that's it. That was all who was in there. So yeah, glad to be in victory lane again.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again on the second win of the season. And any last thoughts or words, KR?
Go 33.
I like it.
All right, there you have it. Jeff Crosby Jr., our first repeat winner of the season getting it done here tonight. But now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is none other than the driver of the 51. Finds himself on the middle step of the podium. And Travis, congratulations on second place here. That Yahoo 51 got tore up a couple of times, and you're able to get back at it.
Yeah, somehow I was able to limp this thing across the line. I had a lot more speed than I thought at the end, and I'm here on Wednesdays to do my best to get wins, and I did the best I could with the situation I was given.
Man, a solid run here, putting you in second place. I gotta say, it's because you joined me on Monday night.
Probably. I'm hoping that that gives me a little bit of good karma and good vibes. I mean, we had a blast Monday, so hopefully this is just me being able to talk to you on days other than Monday.
All right, well, that 51, man, I'll tell you what, it was outstanding watching you work that third lane. It wasn't very popular, but you found a way to make it work.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was fairly tame tonight in terms of movement, especially in that first stage. And then I think me and Hunter were the first two people to go up there, if I remember correctly. And if he didn't have the damage that he had, I probably would have cleared him from where we were. But yeah, the top lane wasn't really super popular. It was at the end. I could hear my spotter telling me I'm in the middle or on the bottom 3 wide. But yeah, hopefully that's not people being too patient, because we're here to have fun and here to race. So.
All right, man. Well, nice job bringing it home in second place here on Wednesday night for the damn 175. Any shout outs, thank yous, I love yous, people you need to acknowledge, let us know.
Yeah, first and foremost, you. Love you, KR. Turn 3, and Anthony. I'm sure you guys had a great time in the booth tonight watching this race. So thank you for broadcasting tonight, doing a fantastic job, I'm assuming. Want to give a shout out to Hunter there for at the end, trying to do everything he can to push me. If I didn't have that little bit of damage I had, which might be a lot more, I haven't looked at it yet, but I think we had a good shot of stealing a win there from Crosby there. And then just want to thank Team 3. Shout out to Team 3 in Discord.
There you go, Team 3, the abject number that it is. Travis Elliott, the 51, bringing it home in second place. Nice job, man. Once again, congratulations on that solid run.
Thanks, guys.
All right, there you have it. Travis Elliott. Now, Anthony, final step of the podium. You've caught up with the driver in the number 7.
Hey, Josh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, Josh. Oh, it's all good. Hey, we get to talk to you again, man. Not maybe the exact way we wanted to, but run me through the last couple laps there and what was going on, and maybe what you could have done different to maybe take that W.
Well, I definitely thought I had the chance to take the W if I wanted it. At least have the opportunity, but the FSR emblem on the back of the car in front of me meant a little bit more, so I chose to just stick behind him tonight and try to get that victory for him. And it's been a little selfless out there tonight.
We're doing a little bit of team camaraderie.
A little bit, not too much, but just hanging with my boys here tonight.
Oh, it did look like you ended up being put in a little bit of a pickle, being stuck on that bottom lane anyways. So is there anything you think that you might have tried to do different to try to get the W?
I mean, I know I had it clear at one point to pop up top if I needed to. I think coming to the white flag, maybe definitely had an opportunity. But like I said, I just chose to chill and relax and push Jeffrey. That was definitely a decision I had to make if I wanted to just hang with him or bail on him there, and I didn't want to do that. So, like I said, if I wanted the victory, I think I could have just popped up a few times where I got cleared. I think Travis was up there, probably could have pushed me, or I saw Hunter coming up, might have had him behind me. But like I said, happy with the finish after the long break off. I've had a good night tonight, so it was all fun.
That's awesome. You did have an awesome night. Stage 1 winner tonight. You were up front all night. Pretty much almost commanded the lead most of the night. So phenomenal job up front. Good points night. Not much you could really ask for, right?
Not, I don't think the only thing you can ask for is that win there at the end. But like I said, I'm
Yeah.
happy with it.
Well, it's awesome. Great job tonight, Josh. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully you have a good rest of the season. Is there any shout outs, thank yous, or anything you'd like to put out?
Definitely shout out to the FSR guys. They had pretty solid finishes tonight. They were up there up front. Had their opportunity for victory. Crosby got him one. Shout out to Crosby for that win there. He's a new FSR guy here coming in this season, so that's pretty awesome for that. A shout out to you guys in the booth and all the folks out there watching tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. Awesome job tonight. Like I said, phenomenal race. Stayed up front. Stage winner in a third place. Solid third place.
Thank you, Anthony.
All right, well, there you have it, Anthony. Nice job in the post-race interviews. You got the first place and third place, and you nailed it.
Oh, thank you, KR. Tried my best for you, bud.
Good news for you is I really don't know what to do, and so I don't know if it was good or not. All right, man. Well, first time in the booth. Tell us a little bit about what you thought, what you saw, and will you do it again?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was pretty fun. It does give you a completely different aspect to it when you're watching it like this, doing the broadcast, and when you're like just normally watching it or in the race. So it gives you the ability to watch drivers, watch what they're doing, how they're running and stuff a little bit differently than what you would on the track. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'd definitely do it again. Like I said, I thought it was pretty fun. I thought it went pretty well.
All right, man. Well, nice job out here. I enjoyed it. And yeah, I enjoy calling your races, but as always, you're welcome into the broadcast booth anytime.
Well, thank you, KR. It was a pleasure joining you. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up joining you again someday soon, but definitely not next week. I got to get back on that track.
I totally understand. All right. So until next week, y'all stay safe. Have a good night.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.